Robin Hood had lived in Sherwood Forest for a long time, so he knew the area well, having hunted the wild animals that roamed within. One day he was wandering through Sherwood Forest when he saw a beautiful lady who he recognised. "Well, hello there, fine lady. Do you remember me? I think I know you. We used to be friends when we were younger."
Oh, gosh, you scared me. I thought you were an outlaw.
"I'm sorry, fair maid."
Don't worry, but yes, I do remember you, Robin.
"Marian, there's so many things I've wanted to say to you. It was so long ago when I saw you last."
Well, yes, it must have been over 10 years ago.
They caught up and exchanged stories of what they had been doing. Robin Hood explained how he had been stripped of his land and was now made an outlaw. Marian was impressed by the nobleman's bravery and his desire to help the poor. They became friends again and spent many days hunting in the forest, and soon they fell in love. "Maid Marian, I can't believe my luck. I never thought I would see you again."
Oh, Robin, me too. I'm so happy we're back together once again.
"There is a question I wanted to ask you. I've wanted to for such a long time.
Yes?
Marian, will you marry me?"
Oh, Robin, of course I will.
And with that, the decision was made. Robin had a small house on the outskirts of the forest, where they planned to spend their days happily together, in peace, away from the sheriff and all the other corrupt politicians. However, Robin's house was found, and he had to leave it and make the forest his home. Both Robin and Marian were very upset. Robin decided that the forest was no place for a lady to live, and told her that it was better if they didn't get married. At home, Marian was very upset and felt sad. She became so miserable that she decided to go to the forest to look for Robin. Marian knew that it was not safe for a lady to travel alone. She feared the robbers, so set off to the forest dressed as a knight. Robin liked disguising himself too. One day he dressed as a knight, and he went out into the forest looking for an adventure. He had not travelled far when he met Marian, disguised as a knight. "Young knight, what is your name? No one passes through the forest without my permission." Maid Marian tried her best to disguise her voice so that she sounded like a man.
My name is Sir Harry Shepherd.
"And why are you here?"
That has nothing to do with you. Let me pass in peace, and I won't hurt you."
"Ha ha, young knight, don't be a fool. You do not know who I am and what I can do."
Well then, if you won't let me walk through the forest, then I will have to find out who you are.
Marian was very afraid. She thought this knight was a wicked Norman, and she drew her sword. They fought for a time until Marian was wounded in the arm. Robin began to feel sorry for the young knight. Robin forgot that he was pretending to be a Norman knight and spoke in his own voice. When Marian heard his real voice, she took off her helmet and shouted Robin's name. They hugged and laughed. It had been a long time since they'd last met. Marian told Robin how sad she had been without him and had decided to come to look for him in the forest. Having found each other, Robin said he did not know how he could live without Marian when she returned home. Marian told Robin she would stay in the forest with him forever. Robin repeated that life in the forest was too uncomfortable for a lady, but Marian insisted she'd stay. Robin blew on his horn and his merry men answered the call. They met Robin and Marian under a huge tree in the forest. Here Robin told them of his plan to marry Marian. The band of merry men cheered and danced at the news. Then there followed a great feast with much chatter and happy laughter. Friar Tuck married Robin and Marian there in the forest.